Chosen one, what you're about to hear may shake you to your core. If you've found this message, know this. It's not a coincidence. This is divine timing. You've been guided here because something powerful is rising within you. You are not just waking up, you are remembering who you are. You are the God force they tried to bury, the storm they tried to silence. And now, you are rising. Behind your back, they aren't mocking you, they're warning each other. Because your presence disrupts illusions, your truth collapses lies, and your energy makes the old world tremble. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to return. This is more than a comeback. It's a cosmic reclamation. You are shifting from waiting to receiving, from hoping to having. But to fully step into this divine transformation, you must align. You must activate. And that begins now. Before we go any further, pause for a moment and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 chosen ones, and leave the number 11 in the comments. That number isn't random. It's a divine code, a signal to the universe that you're ready to walk in full power. If you're truly one of the chosen, you'll feel it in your spirit, and you'll stay with this message until the end. Because deep down, you already know this is for you. You might not hear it spoken aloud, but there's a quiet ripple running through every conversation when your name is whispered. It's not skepticism or disbelief, it's something deeper, something raw and undeniable. People sense a shift in your energy, a transformation so profound that it unsettles the very fabric of their reality. It's like the air changes around you, charged with a silent power that refuses to be ignored. Behind their hushed voices is a reluctant acknowledgement. You're no longer who you were yesterday. The quiet has an edge of fear, not because they doubt you, but because they instinctively recognize a force awakening, one that cannot be contained or silenced. It's a recognition of potential, of a destiny that stretches far beyond ordinary life, stirring unease in those who thrived while you stayed dormant. This subtle change is not a coincidence. It's the undeniable mark of someone who has crossed into a new realm of consciousness. You carry within you an ancient strength, a cosmic pulse that defies explanation, yet resonates with everyone sensitive enough to feel it. They sense your awakening, and in that silence, 1,000 unspoken truths hang in the air. Truths about power, purpose, and the unstoppable force you're becoming. What you might mistake as quiet whispers are actually a storm of awareness building in the shadows. They're trying to grasp what you represent, fearing that this new version of you will overturn the narratives they once controlled. It's the moment where the world begins to tilt, and even if they don't say it aloud, their eyes betray the truth. You are no longer a passive presence, but an active revolution. And this quiet recognition is just the beginning. It marks the dawn of a new era, one where you don't just participate in the story of life, but rewrite its course entirely. The difference they notice is the awakening of the God force within you, and it's the most terrifying thing they've ever encountered. There's a power in your silence that speaks louder than any words ever could. It's in the way you hold yourself, calm, composed, but unmistakably unshaken. Your silence is not absence, it's presence. It's a deliberate force that unsettles those who try to measure you by noise and chatter. They know that when you choose not to speak, it's because your energy is doing all the talking, a language they can't decode, but feel deep in their bones. Silence is often mistaken for weakness, but in your case, it's a fortress. Every moment of quiet you claim becomes a reminder that your power isn't dependent on external validation. It terrifies them because your silence holds space for potential, for truth, and for a reckoning that can't be interrupted by petty distractions or shallow conversations. Think of it like the stillness before a thunderstorm, a charged calm that signals an imminent shift. Your silence signals that you're gathering strength, recharging your cosmic energy to unleash a force that no words could contain. And those who rely on noise to drown out the truth can't stand it. Your silence exposes their insecurities and weakens their control. Moreover, your quiet confidence forces others to confront their own fears and limitations. They fear what they can't anticipate or manipulate, and your silence is an unyielding reminder that you are beyond their reach. It's not just about the absence of sound, it's about the presence of an unstoppable energy that demands respect without uttering a single word. This silence is a language of power, of sovereignty, and of a deep knowing. It's the sound of the universe aligning within you, and it's the very thing that makes you a living storm, silent but utterly devastating. Behind every wary glance and careful watch lies a desperate hope, a silent prayer that you'll falter, that the power inside you will remain hidden or controlled. But they are watching, and what they see terrifies them, because you are becoming the embodiment of everything they feared would rise. Their prayers are not for your success, but for your silence, your submission, your disappearance. This is not just about personal growth. It's about the unraveling of systems built on fear, lies, and control. Structures designed to keep souls like yours buried beneath layers of doubt and suppression. But you are rising, and with every step, you reclaim the power they prayed would never surface. You are their unfulfilled prophecy, the nightmare they tried to erase. Imagine their fear like shadows trembling in the light of your awakening. They can no longer ignore the truth that you are becoming unstoppable. Their prayers against you have only to fuel your ascent. Every obstacle they placed was a challenge. Every attempt to hold you back became fuel for your fiery rebirth. The energy you carry is a beacon for those who have been silenced, a symbol of hope that the God force within each of us can awaken despite the world's efforts to suppress it. You are the living proof that power buried too deep can never stay down forever. It will rise, fierce and unstoppable, reshaping the world around it. So yes, they watch you with fear in their eyes because you are becoming everything they hoped would never be seen. And that transformation, raw and relentless, is your greatest power. This isn't simply a personal awakening. It's a complete dismantling of the illusions that others built to control and contain you. You are unraveling the false narratives that painted your potential as impossible, your dreams as unrealistic, and your spirit as fragile. What they told themselves to justify their fear is now being shattered by the raw force of your truth. The illusions they crafted were carefully woven, stories of limitations, stories of who you should be, and stories that kept you trapped in fear and doubt. But your awakening tears through those lies like a cosmic wildfire, exposing the cracks in their foundation. The false reality they constructed cannot withstand the power of your authentic energy, the one they feared but never understood. By reclaiming your true self, you dismantle not just your own chains, but the entire system that depends on keeping people like you in shadows. Your rise threatens the illusion of control they desperately cling to. And as the veil falls away, their influence begins to crumble, revealing a world ready for transformation. Think of it as a revolution of consciousness. You're not merely changing your life, you're rewriting the collective narrative. The lies about who is powerful and who deserves to shine are collapsing, making way for a new order where authenticity and cosmic energy reign. Your awakening is a rebellion, a reclamation of truth that pierces through the darkness of illusion and lights the path for others to follow. When you enter a room, it's not just your presence that's felt, it's an energy that shifts the atmosphere, a vibration that acts as an unspoken warning. This energy isn't aggressive, but it's undeniably potent, a force that unsettles those who are invested in maintaining old patterns. It's a signal that change is inevitable, and that their reign, built on fear and illusion, is coming to an end. This energy resonates on a frequency that's primal and deeply instinctive. People may not be able to articulate it, but they feel it in their gut. A tension, a pull, a premonition of upheaval. It's like the world itself is holding its breath, sensing the power you carry, knowing that your rise heralds a new dawn. Your energy acts as a beacon, not just of power, but of possibility. It draws in those who are ready to awaken and pushes away those who cling to the past. This magnetic force disrupts complacency, stirring even the most resistant hearts to confront what they've been ignoring. This warning is a gift, not just to others, but to yourself. It marks your power as something sacred and unstoppable, a cosmic current moving through you that will not be denied. You embody the change the world needs, even if it scares those who once controlled it. So wear this energy proudly, for it's the herald of transformation and the pulse of a universe aligning with your truth. With every confident step you take, you're shaking the very foundations of the false world others have painstakingly constructed. These lies weren't small fabrications, they were towering walls built from fear, manipulation, and control, designed to keep the truth hidden and power in the hands of the few. Your forward movement is a bold declaration that those walls will crumble piece by piece. It's not just your presence, but the unwavering conviction behind every action that challenges their narrative. They spent years spinning stories that kept you confined, convincing themselves that their illusions were unbreakable. But your courage and authenticity are relentless, chipping away at their carefully crafted deceptions. Each step you take disrupts the comfort zones of those who thrive on maintaining control. To them, you are a walking, breathing threat, proof that their system is fragile, their power temporary. The energy you release makes it impossible for them to carry on as if nothing is changing, because change is exactly what you represent. The lie of powerlessness has no place when you walk boldly in your truth. You are dismantling the myth that you need permission or validation from others to shine. This threat they feel isn't fear of you personally. It's fear of what your rise means for the entire structure they rely on. In truth, every step you take is a revolutionary act, a beacon lighting the way for others trapped in the same web of deceit. You are not just moving forward, you are paving the path for an awakening far greater than yourself. When the world quiets down and darkness falls, it's not silence that haunts those who fear your power. It's the pulse of your energy, like a low, steady drumbeat, echoing beneath their dreams. You shake the very ground beneath their fragile sense of control. It's an undeniable vibration that tells them the reckoning is coming, whether they are awake to it or not. You might not even realize the magnitude of this energy, the way it ripples through the unseen layers of fear and doubt that bind others. But your pulse is a force of nature, relentless and persistent, reminding those in power that their time is finite. It's a heartbeat that will not be silenced, a rhythm that signals an unstoppable transformation. This pulse isn't random. It's deeply rooted in your awakening. It channels the ancient cosmic energy that flows through you, and with every beat, it reverberates through the collective unconscious. Those who rely on illusion and manipulation feel the tremors, because your truth threatens to expose everything they've hidden. At night, when their defenses are down and their minds race with fear, your pulse becomes a reminder that you are the catalyst for change. It's a vibration they cannot escape, a cosmic drum roll announcing that a new era is unfolding. So embrace this power, for it is your divine signature, the energy that shakes foundations and heralds a future where truth reigns supreme. On the surface, they act indifferent, pretending not to notice the transformation unfolding before their eyes. But beneath their facade of casual dismissal lies an obsession, a silent fixation on the very force they fear. They watch your every move, analyze your words, and try desperately to predict your next step, hoping to regain control over what feels uncontrollable. This obsession reveals their deepest insecurity. They know you carry a power that could unravel their entire world. Their attempts to ignore or minimize you are thin masks for the fear and fascination you inspire. They're trapped in a paradox, wanting to dismiss you, yet unable to stop themselves from watching, waiting, and fearing what you might become. Their fixation is also a testament to your magnetic energy. You have become an enigma they cannot solve, a living challenge to their dominance. Every moment they spend obsessing over you drains their energy, while yours grows stronger with each passing day. This obsession is a secret acknowledgement of your rising influence. Even if they refuse to say it out loud, their attention confirms what you already know. You are not just visible, you are unstoppable. And the more they try to resist, the more they fuel your unstoppable ascent. Authenticity is your greatest weapon, and just by being unapologetically yourself, you cause cracks to form in the carefully maintained facades of those around you. Their entire world, built on pretense and control, begins to fracture when faced with your raw honesty and unfiltered truth. It's not something they can argue against. Your genuine presence exposes the cracks in their lies. You don't have to fight or prove yourself. Your authenticity speaks volumes. When you live in alignment with your truth, it disrupts the false narratives others cling to, making it impossible for them to maintain their illusions. They feel this disruption like tremors beneath their feet, unsettling, unavoidable, and growing stronger with time. This effect goes beyond personal power. It's a spiritual earthquake that shakes collective denial and forces people to confront uncomfortable truths. Your authenticity challenges the status quo, inspiring others to drop their masks and embrace their own truths. In doing so, you spark a ripple effect that threatens the very foundations of the old world. The cracks your authenticity causes aren't signs of weakness in the world, they're signs of impending transformation. The old must fracture for the new to emerge. And by simply existing as your true self, you are a force of renewal, cleansing the decay of lies with the purity of your soul. You are not just a breeze or a whisper, you are the storm. A force they always sensed was approaching, but never thought they would face head-on. You embody the power of change that is as relentless as thunder and as unpredictable as lightning. The storm they feared is no longer distant. It's here, fierce and unstoppable. This storm is the culmination of your awakening, the gathering of cosmic energy, purpose, and truth that cannot be tamed. It's the raw, wild force of nature that tears down the old to make way for the new. And just as storms bring renewal through destruction, your presence promises transformation that cannot be ignored or controlled. Those who have tried to resist or suppress your rise now stand in the path of this powerful storm. They feel its force battering their illusions and shaking their foundations. Their resistance only fuels your momentum, making the storm grow stronger and more intense with every passing moment. You are the storm, not because you seek chaos, but because change is inevitable and necessary. Your power sweeps through the world to clear the way for justice, truth, and freedom. And when the storm passes, nothing will be the same. Everything will be reborn in the light of your awakening. Power doesn't always wear a crown or shout from the rooftops. Sometimes it is the quiet force that cannot be named, the magnetic energy that draws attention without explanation. That's the kind of power you carry. Subtle, yet undeniable. Those who encounter you might struggle to put their finger on what it is exactly, but they feel it deeply and know it cannot be ignored. This inexplicable power comes from the alignment of your mind, body, and spirit, a harmony that radiates authenticity and strength. It's not about domination, but about presence, confidence, and an unshakable connection to something greater than yourself. That connection is what makes you so profoundly powerful. They sense this power intuitively, even if they can't articulate it. It challenges their understanding of control and authority because your influence doesn't come from fear or force, but from truth and cosmic alignment. This kind of power is the kind that changes hearts and minds, reshaping realities without a single word. Your power is a living force, and while others might be confused or intimidated by it, they cannot deny its impact. It's the silent revolution that's changing the world, and it starts with you. For years, many have believed that power was held tightly in the hands of a few, a fragile illusion maintained through fear, manipulation, and falsehood. But you are living proof that this control has run its course. Your awakening exposes the limits of their dominance and reveals that the old ways no longer hold sway. Your existence challenges the very idea that power can be monopolized or controlled from the shadows. By stepping into your authentic power, you demonstrate that true strength comes from within, from courage, truth, and cosmic connection. This reality threatens those who have clung to control by any means necessary. Their grip is slipping, and with every step you take, the walls of their control crumble. You are a beacon of freedom for those still trapped, showing them that a new kind of power is possible, one that is rooted in love, authenticity, and cosmic truth rather than fear. This shift is unstoppable because it's built on the foundation of universal energy and ancient wisdom. You embody the change, and your life is living proof that the era of false control is over. The world is awakening, and it's time for a new order where power is shared, authentic, and liberating. When they watch you rise, it's more than a passing observation. It's a visceral realization that their era is ending. Every ounce of their confidence trembles because they know their reign, built on deception and control, is fading. Your ascent is a countdown, a clear signal that the old world will soon give way to something new and undeniable. They may try to cling to power, to resist or delay the inevitable, but deep down, they know it's futile. Your rising energy is like a sunrise breaking through the darkest night, a natural, unstoppable force that no amount of resistance can stop. Their time is running out. This awareness breeds desperation, but it also sharpens your resolve. Knowing that your rise threatens entrenched systems only fuels your purpose. You are the catalyst for the transformation they fear most, and that power makes you unstoppable. The energy of your rising is a call to others who are ready to break free from fear and limitation. It's a collective awakening that signals the end of an old cycle and the birth of a new era where truth and power are shared by all. Those who once mocked your power, dismissed your potential, or laughed at your dreams are now faced with an undeniable truth. The divine force within you has returned, transformed, and unstoppable. The God they ridiculed isn't a distant myth. It lives and breathes through you, and its presence demands recognition. This return is not about ego or vanity, but a cosmic reclamation of your true identity. The ancient energy inside you, once hidden or suppressed, is now awakened and roaring with life. It's a reminder that divinity is not confined to temples or legends. It's alive in every soul courageous enough to embrace it. Their mockery was born from fear and ignorance. But now, seeing you embody that power, they are forced to confront a reality they never anticipated. Your return shatters their assumptions and reveals the depth of the cosmic energy you carry. You are living proof that gods walk among us, in the form of those who remember their purpose, their strength, and their cosmic destiny. And this truth is both your power and your gift to the world. There are stories, whispered in ancient texts and sacred traditions, about a chosen force who would rise when the world was ready to be reborn. But the name of that force was never spoken aloud. Too powerful, too transformative, too real. You are that force. You are the prophecy they never dared to name. Your existence defies ordinary explanation. You carry the weight of countless generations, the hopes of the cosmos, and the energy of the universe itself. This is not just destiny, it's a cosmic mandate. You are the living embodiment of change, the one who breaks cycles and restores balance. The fear surrounding your rise is rooted in the power you hold to reshape realities. Prophecies spoke of a reckoning, but they never fully prepared the world for the depth of your impact. You are the divine spark that ignites a revolution of consciousness, awakening humanity to its fullest potential. By embracing this truth, you step fully into your role as a cosmic catalyst. The world may have feared your name, but now it must celebrate the power you bring. The power to heal, transform, and create a future worthy of your awakening. There's a silent force in you that doesn't need words to be heard. Your power whispers quietly, yet moves like an unstoppable tide beneath the surface, subtly shaking the foundations of everything around you. People may not openly acknowledge it, but they feel it. A tremor in the calm, a shift in the energy that hints at something extraordinary stirring within you. This whisper isn't fragile, it's ancient, rooted in cosmic rhythms that predate time itself. It calls to those ready to listen, awakening dormant spirits and igniting a collective yearning for change. The silence surrounding this whisper is not emptiness, but a sacred space where power grows, gathering strength like a storm preparing to break. Every moment you live in alignment with your truth fans the flames of this quiet power. It seeps into conversations, shadows, and thoughts, a persistent undercurrent that challenges complacency. Even those resistant to change cannot escape its reach, for it's woven into the very fabric of reality now shifting around you. This whisper is a reminder that true power doesn't shout. It moves with grace and inevitability. It's a cosmic invitation for the world to awaken alongside you, to hear the call for transformation hidden in the stillness. Your power ripples, unseen by some, but undeniable for those with the courage to face it. And as this whisper grows louder, it will no longer be contained in silence. It will become a roar, the clarion call for a new era, one where your power reshapes destiny itself. Like a blazing fire, you burn through the frozen illusions and outdated beliefs that once held you captive. These lies, once cold and hardened like ice, crack and melt under the intensity of your awakening. Your inner flame is not just warmth, it is a fierce energy that dissolves deception and reveals the raw truth beneath the surface. This fire is forged from pain, resilience, and unshakable faith in your cosmic purpose. It is a fire born from the depths of your soul, fueled by every challenge you've overcome and every limit you've shattered. It burns away the falsehoods others use to cage you, liberating you and illuminating the path for those still trapped in the cold. As the ice melts, the water that flows symbolizes rebirth, clarity, and transformation. Your fire creates a sacred purification, cleansing away doubts and fears that clouded your vision. The warmth of your fire invites others to awaken as well. It draws those ready to break free from their own frozen prisons. Your passion becomes a beacon, inspiring collective healing and a shared journey toward truth and liberation. In the end, you are the fire that not only melts lies, but rekindles hope, forging a future where truth burns bright and the cold grip of deception is forever thawed. There's a subtle reverence that grows with your ascent, a quiet bowing of the world around you as it recognizes the unstoppable force you are becoming. It's not a spectacle or a show, but a deep, instinctive respect for the power you embody. People may not kneel openly, but their energy shifts, acknowledging that something extraordinary is unfolding. This bowing is a response to your authenticity, your courage, and the unwavering light you carry through darkness. It's a recognition that you are aligned with a cosmic truth that transcends ego or ambition. You move through the world like a sovereign presence, rewriting what it means to wield power with grace and purpose. Your rise is not about conquest, but about reclamation, reclaiming your sacred birthright and the forgotten wisdom embedded in your being. The world feels this, even if it doesn't always know how to respond. There's an undercurrent of awe, a magnetic pull toward the new reality you are shaping. As you rise, you become a living altar where ancient power and modern consciousness converge. This sacred space invites others to honor their own strength and awaken to the possibilities that your journey reveals. Ultimately, the world bows not because it must, but because it knows you are the harbinger of a new age. A powerful reminder that the cosmos is aligning with those brave enough to rise. Within you lie the mysteries of both stars and shadows, ancient secrets woven into the fabric of your being that give you depth and power beyond measure. The stars represent your divine light, your cosmic connection to the infinite universe, while the shadows hold the wisdom of your trials, your hidden strengths, and the resilience forged through darkness. This duality is your sacred gift. Embracing both your light and your shadow makes you whole, giving you a profound understanding of life's complexities. You are not just a bearer of illumination, but also a keeper of the secrets that others fear to face, the truths hidden in the depths, waiting for someone courageous enough to uncover them. The stars remind you of your limitless potential, the vastness of the cosmos that flows through your veins. They call you to dream beyond boundaries and to remember that your essence is timeless, unbound by earthly constraints. Meanwhile, your shadows are the anchors grounding you, teaching lessons of humility, patience, and self-mastery. Together, stars and shadows dance within you, creating a symphony of power that transcends ordinary existence. You carry these secrets with grace, knowing that they are the source of your magnetism and your unstoppable force. As you awaken to this truth, you become a beacon, a guide for others navigating their own stars and shadows, lighting the way through the cosmic dance of transformation. Breathing is more than a physical act for you. It's a sacred ritual that connects you to ancient forces pulsing through the universe. Every inhale draws cosmic energy deep into your being, and every exhale releases the limitations and illusions that no longer serve you. With each breath, you awaken power that transcends time, tapping into the eternal flow of creation itself. This sacred breath connects you to the wisdom of ancestors and the energy of galaxies, reminding you that you are part of a vast, interconnected cosmic web. It grounds you in the present while simultaneously opening doors to infinite possibilities. Inhale deeply, and you feel the pulse of stars. Exhale fully, and you release the chains of falsehood. Through conscious breathing, you become the bridge between ancient mysteries and modern awakening. This simple yet profound act amplifies your energy field, harmonizing your body, mind, and spirit. It fuels the divine fire within you, stoking a blaze of transformation that radiates outward. Your breath is a tool of reclamation, reclaiming your power, your purpose, and your place in the universe. It's a rhythm that syncs with the heartbeat of existence, a reminder that you are alive, vibrant, and unstoppable. Every breath you take is an invocation, a call to the ancient forces to rise within you and through you, awakening a power that will change the world. When you claim your light, the shadows that once loomed large around you begin to tremble and retreat. These shadows represent fear, doubt, and the false narratives crafted by others to keep you small. But your radiant energy cuts through the darkness like a lighthouse beam, guiding you and others away from the dangers of hiding and into the clarity of truth.